Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, people, and the way that I do it, number one, is to let people know that what you consider your soul is the spirit of God. In other words, God lives inside of you, and therefore you are God. All you got to do is take claim to it. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is to appreciate the small and incremental changes in your life. Obviously, we all want to change. Well, not everybody want to change, but the goal is to change. And obviously, if you could change big, that's great. But you know what I'm realizing, man, is that there's a lot of small, subtle changes that's happening in your life. And the more you become aware of those, man, it's like I want you to appreciate them, you know? Because I'm realizing that big changes that happen, people, didn't happen overnight, obviously. So it's like it's a little incremental changes here and there that eventually lead to a drastic change in your life. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you some examples, people. If you find yourself where things that used to bother you, used to irritate you, you realize now that it doesn't bother you at all because you've elevated to another level to where those things are no longer a part of your frequency. People, believe me when I tell you, be grateful for that. If you find that things that used to get you upset, used to irritate you, is no longer bothering you, believe me when I tell you, that is a major blessing, man. And it's a blessing because it doesn't bother you because it's effortless for you. You've elevated to a higher frequency. That's what that means. Also, people, it's like as you continue to grow, you realize that you're able to make better decisions as you improve your spirit of discernment. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that in itself is a blessing. You know, also, people, just across the board, man, I just want you to look over your life because for everybody it's different. Is that I just want you to be grateful and appreciate the changes that you're making. And I don't care how small they are, is that the more you celebrate these small changes, is the more inspired you'll be to do more of them. And I know that those small changes is what's leading to the big changes that you want to make over time. So I just want you to really be aware of the changes that you're making and be very appreciative of the changes that you're making because you are indeed changing your life, man. And sometimes, you know, the on the surface, it don't seem like things are changing, man. But if you look on a deeper level beyond the surface, you realize that a lot of things are changing for the betterment and position you for the future that you desire, even though you don't look at it at a first glance. So I just want you to use that as motivation to let you know that you're on the right track. But more important than that is that I just want you to be grateful, man, for the fact that there are changes that's happening in your life. And I don't want you to get discouraged because you don't think you're progressing or changing as much as you would like to. Celebrate the small changes, people. Those are wins. Celebrate them, man. You are succeeding. If you're taking one step forward every day, you are successful. You are succeeding. It's not the destination that make you successful, people. Keep that in mind, okay? And keep going for those little small wins, man. Those small wins adds up to something huge eventually, okay? So keep on pushing forward, people. Shout out to my co-creators, man, of Heaven and Earth International. People, as you already know, this is a collective where we are indeed understanding that energetically we are here changing the world. We don't have to be meeting in person or even talking to each other. Just realize that if you following me and you're doing live content, where you're literally speaking your truth, then you are energetically contributing to the transformation of heaven on earth. You know what I'm saying? So that's the two requirements right there, people. And of course you have to choose to believe that, you know, the Spirit of God lives inside of you. That's actually the most important ingredient here, because until you get to that point, you cannot really and truly permanently transform your life. So you have to choose to believe that the Spirit of God lives inside of you, and you have God's ability, man, to create. You know, that's how you become a co-creator with God as we create this new world that we're living in, heaven on earth, people. That's that portion of it, man. Shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. And shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. You know, overall, people, as you already know, my mandate is to unite the Caribbean and Africa, man. And, you know, of course, I always talk a lot about Jamaica, man, but it's like there's so many good things that's happening down there, man. You know, it's like every time I turn around, there's something new, there's some kind of new progress. Like right now, what I'm really liking is that, you know, they're trying to find those other people in the society who's not working, you know, mostly because they don't have skills or whatever the case is. The college, which is like art university, but I'm not even sure if it's a university. It's like a college a community, what you call it? Kind of like a trade school where they teach people different trades. And right now the government have a program where they're outreaching to people in the community that is not working and realizing that has lost the productivity. So they're reaching out to those people, giving them stipend, transportation expenses to get to and from the school so they can learn a new trade and become a productive member of society, man. Like, that is awesome. You know what I'm saying? That really excites me when I saw that, and I really hope that people know about this program and spread the word about this program, and you know, help those people, man, so they can transform their lives and, you know, not only be a more productive member of society, but to provide for their family and create a better life for themselves. So that excites me, man. At the end of the day, as I already shared with you, is that you know, Jamaica is the blueprint for this world. So you'll hear me mostly talk about that. And of course, you know, God is using me to be the blueprint for humanity. With that being said, people, here's our two mantras, man. Number one is that we are always going to choose to be our brothers and sisters keepers, especially when we're in need. And each one teach one, man. In other words, people, make sure you go out your way to support each other. Always remember, there's nobody coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. And the way we do that, people, is by supporting each other, inspiring and motivating each other to be the greatest version of ourselves, find ways to create opportunities, find ways to encourage and support others, especially when it comes to business. Do business with each other, man, you know. With that being said, people, my declarations over your life, man. Number one is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God will continue to lead you and guide you, man, to be the most productive and greatest version of yourself, man. I want you to keep on working on celebrating the wins in your life, people, because you have way more wins than you give yourself credit for. You know, realize that you're truly blessed and highly favored, man, and that will continue to be your portion. Anyways, y'all have a great day, people, and we'll talk tomorrow.